calamities, whether internal or external, are often seen as destructive forces. You know, moments that dismantle the structures that we've relied on, the identities that we have formed, or even the systems that we have trusted. They are chaotic by nature, because they create sudden disorientation, they create emotional pain or even physical disruption. But within every calamity lies a hidden paradox. And this is the potential for profound rebirth. You know, a calamity shakes what is stagnant. It interrupts comfort zones, strips away illusions, and even forces the truth to the surface. And in that moment, it feels like collapse. But collapse is sometimes the only way to rebuild with intention. You know, internally, this can look like like a breakdown, or even a deep grief or an identity crisis. Externally, it may appear as as natural disaster, political chaos, or even collective trauma, or relational collapse. You know, these experiences don't come to destroy you for the sake of destruction. They often come to clear what is no longer aligned. You can even check, even in mythology and human history, whenever a great calamity strikes, a savior is always brought up. A savior always appears. And this savior can be a person, it can be a community, it can be a divine force, or even an inner aspect of the self. That part of you that awakens only when under extreme pressure. You know, inwardly, your savior might be a new perspective you couldn't access before. Inwardly, your savior can be an untapped strength that rises from the ashes. It can be a voice of inner wisdom that was previously drowned out. You know, externally, it could be a guide or even a mentor who enters your life at the right time. It can be a social movement sparked by tragedy. You know, externally, it can be a creative solution that reshapes an entire system. You know, what was once a disaster becomes the womb of something new. And that is the alchemy of destruction and rebirth. Rebirth doesn't come in moments of peace. It is born in fire. It is born in moments when everything falls, when everything burns away, and only what's essential remains. Think of natural cycles. Forest fires destroy old growth, but they fertilize the soil for stronger trees. Volcanoes erupt violently, but the land they create becomes fertile islands. Emotional collapse in humans often leads to the most authentic self-discovery. You know, calamity exposes the fragility of false foundations, and invites the creation of something more real, something more intentional and more alive. You know, calamities are not just interruptions. You know, they are initiations. They crack open the shell of who you thought you were so that you can discover who you truly are. And with every collapse, a savior is born, whether outside you or deep within you. You know, a savior who shows you that the end was never the end, but the beginning of a higher, more aligned chapter. You know, you don't have to worship the pain, but you must honor what it awakens, because in every great fall lies the potential for a divine rise. My people, heal.